What's up, guys? We're here. Welcome back to the channel. So I want to make this video talking about twink leveling because we did this in Path of Exile 2 and I wanted to do one for Path of Exile 1 because I am switching over to Smite. I made a brand new trickster instead of just changing my passives and stuff on my other trickster, and I want to play Smite instead of Mines, and I wanted to blast through the campaign. So today I'm bringing you a twink leveling guide with Power Siphon, which is going to be the main skill that I'm using every brand new league anyway, so I wanted to test that out. But with the twink gear, let me just tell you, this is absolutely insane. We got through the campaign in 4.5 hours. Yes, I know that's pretty slow, but I'm still newer to Path of Exile 1, so I can't finish it as fast as other people yet. But 4.5 hours was still pretty fast in my opinion, and using all this gear. So I'm going to go over everything. I have a POB for you. But before we get into that, I want to give a big shout out to Trav. So big shout out to him for the recommendation for this stuff. So shout out to you, Trav. But yeah, this was a blast to play. I really love Power Siphon as a skill. So, but all of this gear is going to help you out. So before we get into the skills, let's break down the gear and just everything that you need. So first and foremost, we are going to start off with a gold rim. Now, I'm going to tell you a lot of this gear is super cheap. Probably the most expensive item is probably the Astra Mantis. Everything else is super cheap. So if you have any kind of currency, you should be able to get these items. If not, you could have found them. The only other thing that is a little bit expensive is getting a 6 link on the 1,000 ribbons. But besides that, all super cheap legendary uniques. And it should just carry you through the entire thing. I'm still using this stuff in maps, which I'm going to highlight one here on Racecourse. But yes, first thing, gold rim, just evasion, plus to all your elements. Super solid helmet. We got 2 copy rings, so replicas. Make sure you get the replicas on here. Our cold damage cannot freeze. We're immune to chill, and we add extra cold damage against chilled enemies. So this just adds on a lot of extra cold damage to our spells because we are using Power Siphon. So Power Siphon is an attack skill, so this just adds on some extra layers. So all the stuff that's like add cold damage, add fire damage, all this stuff just adds flat damage to our skill, which is great. So we get 2 of these rings, which is really, really good. Just really gives us a lot of resistance on cold and just a lot of extra damage. I've already mentioned the Astra Mantis. Don't worry about the allocation to Tribal Fury. I need to put a new one on. But Astra Mantis, just huge stat stacker, just really helps us get through the campaign. Next is our boots, the 7 League boots. Let me tell you, 50% increased move speed is a game changer. I felt so good just speeding through the campaign with like 1 or 2 Quicksilver flasks. This is just flat move speed. It's really, really great. Our belt, Prism Weave, adds global physical damage. It adds 3 different adds flat damage, so fire, cold, and lighting, which just increases our damage even further. We get more all res, which is amazing, and then increase elemental damage during any flask effects. So while you're popping your flask during the campaign, you're good. Or if you got the currency to just make them when they're full, it really puts a full power to this sash, which is really good. In our gloves, we got the 10-year velvet gloves. More intelligence, increased spell damage, reduced cast speed. It's just a lot of damage here. It's just super, super good. Next, we got the shield, which is crazy. The Lycoside, Rawhide Tower Shield, life, armor. Our hits cannot be evaded because we're using Locust Mines as well. Chance to block, and then we add a crap ton of cold damage, which is great. Then our weapon of choice is the Storm Prison. Now, with the Storm Prison, you can use a regular wand. That is super cheap. But if you do go with the Corruption like I have and you get the lightning damage, it is going to cost you a little bit of money. It cost me like 120 C for this. But it gives you a lot of flat damage, mana regen, and plus power charges and power charges on kill, which is huge. We're going to be using a lot of these through the campaign. Now, that is all of the gear. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Now, we are going to be doing Power Siphon, so I am going to pull up the POB here. So in the skills, we are going to start off with Cobra Lash with Chance to Poison and Void Manipulation. This will carry you through until we hit level 24. Now, the reason we want to hit level 24 is because once we hit 24, this is where we get automation, and you cannot use automation until level 24. Okay, just keep that in mind. So you can combine that with Detonate Mines, and this is just going to give us an auto cast of our Power Siphon Mines. Now, before you get to that, these are pretty straightforward. You're going to have Shield Charge for your movement skill and Frost Blink. Amazing. Then you got Sniper's Mark, Precision, and Withering Step. I didn't even use Sniper's Mark because you're so strong. But Precision and Withering Step is just great. You get more evasion, and then Withering Step gives you some move speed buff plus phasing, so you can just speed through the campaign super fast. After 12, you're doing Poison Concoction, which is so strong in this setup, with chance to poison, volley, and void manipulation. Again, you got the same skills. You're going to add on your Herald of Agony and summon Skitterbots just for some extra damage with some auras. It's going to be great. Then when you hit 24, you're going to swap over to Power Siphon. And as you add these in, you can't add in, I think, Charge Mines. You got to be much higher for that. I think you got to be 42 or something like that to add that in. But you will be able to do Locust Mines, lightning damage, elemental damage with Voality. The Locust Mines is key here. You can use the wand. It fires projectiles ahead. Instead of using that skill, you throw mines. And you have to move to detonate them. So how Power Siphon works is you're going to throw these out in front, and they'll detonate as you're moving. If you throw them at your feet, they're not going to work. So let me demonstrate how that works right now. Just for those when you switch in the campaign to be playing. So if I throw these out, they set off because I'm moving towards them. But if I fire them at my feet, they do not move. So I have to be throwing ahead of myself or behind myself for them to detonate. Like for them to auto detonate, you just throw them ahead. So if you're throwing them close at your feet, they will not detonate until you move away. But if you're throwing them ahead, then they will auto detonate. You can see me just kill everything. And it's just, the skill is just so fun. It feels so good. It's just a great skill to use. Now, oh yeah, let me pause that because we have the pause feature now. So you'll use all 5 until you can level up to get Charge Mines, and you're good to go. You'll add on Steel Skin for a little bit more defense. Shield Charge, of course. Wrath, you swap out. Frostblink and Flame Dash. I didn't even use Flame Dash, but it's on there for an option if you don't like Frostblink. And then Clarity, Blood Rage, summon Skitterbots. I don't even use Blood Rage, but it is great if you're going up against something that's really strong. And this is all you're going to use through the entire campaign, guys. So once you do that, you are good to go. Now, the passive tree. Oh, let me come over here to this because let me pause. I get attacked by a monster here. Sorry. The passive tree. It is very straightforward. We have it through the levels, guys. It's very straightforward. So you're going to be a shadow, come in. You're going to take these points, all these points. There's no specific order. You just take all these to hit 24. Once you hit 24, you're just going to take all of these nodes. You can do them in any order that you want. Again, you're going to be so strong, it does not matter. Okay? Does not matter. Now, as far as your ascendancy, you can be any ascendancy that you want because you can change it later. If you want to do Saboteur, you can. Assassin, Trickster, does not matter. I did Trickster. It was perfectly fine. I took all my points that you need for Trickster. Leading into Smite, but what you can do is take Swift Killer for more frenzy charges, take one step ahead for the speed, which is great, and then what I would do is I would take Spellbreaker, but you can take Soul Drinker to leech for more ES if you really want. I would just use this while you're going through the campaign. Now let's look at the passive tree here because we're focused on power charges. So we're going to have a lot of stuff like Charisma, Elemental Inversion here with the Mastery, some health gains. We're really adding in a lot of attack speed to throw these stuff out. And we're doing a lot of crit here. So as we move up, we're going to get more lightning damage, lightning pen. We're doing Mind Mastery for even more damage because we are technically throwing mines now for even more mind damage, which is just phenomenal. Then we move all the way up and grab more Mind Mastery. Then we're going to be taking all of the wand damage. Okay, increase damage, gain all these power charges here, increase crit strike chance, all the way up into more attack speed and accuracy with our wands, which is awesome. Then we come over for more power charges, some mana reservation so we can use all of our auras, and then even more mana regeneration and critical strike chance per power charge, which is great. And we get more chance to gain it on kill, and then some extra life with all res. So this is very straightforward. Again, you can take this in any order as you're moving through the tree after 24. You will have to spend a few respect points here because you're going to take this stuff away and take these 2 points here. But that's okay. It's not too much of a diversion from what the main tree is. And this will literally carry you. I can show you right now that Like my tree is still the exact same. I am adding points as I continue to level because I'm level 70, I believe. You know, I'm adding points here, these points here for evasion and void barrier. I'm adding a bunch of points to make it easier for me to swap over to smite. But as far as the campaign, guys, you use this all the way through. I'm using this stuff in maps, and it is no problem. Let's grab some speed just to showcase again. Like, it's just, it's so strong. Like, even without my mercenary, like, it's just so good. I love the way it looks. It's such a, like, very fluid motion to use the skill. Like, once you just start throwing stuff out in front of you, super easy. Super easy. Make sure you throw them out in front of you guys, because again, if I throw them here, I'm not doing any damage. I have to move. So after you do that, you're all set, man. Power Siphon. This is such a great twink leveling build. Now, what I will preface on here is that this particular setup with Power Siphon works really good for Shadow. It works great for Ranger. You could probably use Witch. You could probably use Scion with this to a degree. But Shadow and Ranger are probably the two best because we're already on this side, but you can use it with other classes, of course. But yeah, this is what I've been using. It's been great. I'll put this down in the description below. Again, shout out Trav. And yeah, this has been great to just power level or twink level brand new characters and get through the campaign super fast. So like the video, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, as always, stay gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.